This is all natural Alvaric Reiner. And tonight, I'm drinking at Moe's.
All right, everybody. Want to thank the sponsor today, Reaper Apparel. Want to encourage everybody to break out of the comfort zone, live their best self, which I very much support. They got great apparel, hats, shirts, beanies, hoodies, all that good shit. Be sure when you go on to reaperapparel.com, use the code DRINKIN for 10% off your order. Let's fucking go. All right, everybody, welcome to Drinkin and Mo's host, Big Mo here. Be sure YouTube, like, subscribe, all that good shit, because you know what? It helps with the pain in the ass algorithm on that damn YouTube, but I love it. We're on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, anywhere you can find your podcast. Leave a review there because, you know, that helps me out there. Today I have with me Alvaric Reiner. How you doing?
You're good, man. How are you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. I got some, Valentine's Day as of recording. This was yesterday. My wife surprised me with, I'm a bit of a, not as huge of a wrestling figure collector as, some people I know, or other people might know, like Matt Cardona, but I got a little bit of a collection. She surprised me with a couple new ones, so I can't complain. But and hell, I got Sammy Callahan's promotion, Revolver. I'm going to be going to their show that's like a couple hours from me here at the beginning of next month, so pretty excited about that.
Nice. But, they still got tickets available?
I believe so, but the ring announcer, Sean T, when I interviewed him, he said next time they come through Des Moines that he has my tickets. So
yeah, free. It's good.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely helping me being able to go, because that frees up me to be able to maybe not have to worry about if I have to get a hotel or not, if I'm not having to worry about my show ticket,
Yeah, true that.
But
save costs wherever you can.
Oh, definitely. But first thing that I like to start off with everybody with is what got you started as a fan, and then what made you finally decide to make the leap into the business, because everybody's got their story.
Before we get there, I got to know how you found me, because you're the first one to hit me up to do a podcast interview. So I got to say, Big Mo, you're the hardest working person I know in the wrestling sphere of things. So how'd you find me, bro?
Well, I started the podcast. I didn't have a separate Facebook page for it at the start, but then I started going, let's see if this might help things out. And then I go, and as I'm people that I know, and then the people you may know start popping up, and then I start thinking, okay, who might be an interesting guest? And then I start looking, and you popped up, and I'm like, he might be cool. Let's have him on. And that's pretty much how that ended up popping up there.
Was you just doing a web crawl search, and I just look the way I look, which is the best. Got it.
Yeah.
It checks out. If you found the diamond in the rough, man. Gonna be blowing up soon, though. I swear.
I've had some pretty interesting episodes. Some that, to be honest, I'm in my first. Well, I think I just passed my first year doing this actually, and some of the guests that I've had on are like, holy shit! Like I was actually able to get them, like Carrie Silken, got use own Ring of Honor. Bucket list one for me was Alex Cologne. I actually have signed ring worn kick pads of his now. I got invited to be a part of the Warrior Wrestling show and Fan Fest in St. Louis, and I got to talk to, well, was Jonah, now going back by Bronson Reed. I got to talk to him. So I'm like, I've had some good ones for my first year doing it.
Hell yeah! I got bad news for you though. This right here is going to be the St. Valentine's Day massacre of whatever kind of upward trend you've had podcasting viewers wise. I'm shooting to cut it in half, bringing you back down to earth. That the sophomore slump starts now.
Okay. but yeah, but as far as the question that I had goes, what got you started as a fan and what got you started making the leap into the business?
What started me as a fan is the first thing I can like see wrestling here and there on TV as a little kid. But the first thing I really remember was leading into the Royal Rumble between Jericho and Benoit, that ladder match. So it might have even been the first segment was something they were doing leading up to that. And just I was kind of like hooked on the entertainment aspect of it there and just the wild physicality of it. It drifted away from being a fan, and then a childhood friend of mine, his dream had been to run his own promotion. So he started one up, still going, Arizona Wrestling Federation.
Okay.
And yeah, so what got me, so he had started in the business, started working with some guys, and they were straight up like, hey, dude, you got the ring. Can we train? Went and checked that out and saw that, like, yeah, some of these guys are real serious about what they do. And if I was ever going to try this out, now's a hell of a time. And yeah, haven't been able to let go since then. That was like 8.5 years ago or something.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of a hard thing to let go of when you get that bug. I know for me was a little bit before you found that match in particular, but I remember, I mean, I was growing up mid 80s, and I'd see one of the very first ones that I remember watching specifically because just keeps popping up in my head was Bruiser Brody, and just seeing the way he was just all ugh.
Yeah.
And then the first and probably one of the only acts that ever had me standing from the moment I saw them come through the curtain to the moment they went to the back, the one time I got to see them live, the Legion of Doom. When I got to see them live that first time, that, oh, what a rush hit. And I'm like, oh, my fanboying like crazy.
Yeah. That was back in the Wild Man days where all those guys live like rock stars.
Oh, yeah. I love
hearing crazy.
Oh, man. Love hearing some of the stories. And, it's hard to forget the first images you see of a guy like Bruiser Brody or, Hawk and Animal, just larger than life. We get the Legion of Doom and the spiked shoulder pads and shit. And
I didn't know they made people that big.
Oh, I know, right? Like, holy shit. And then I ended up, like you, kind of not so much completely walking away from being a fan, but it kind of tapered off a little bit. And then I got stationed in San Diego with the Navy, and I was like, you know what? I've heard so much about these smaller promotions in Southern California. So I went and I looked up one, and happened to meet a guy that ran a promotion up here in Omaha, Nebraska. And I'm like, now I know half the people I know. And got lucky to be a special guest ring announcer for one of their a good friend of mine's match before. And the bug of being in front of the crowd bit me.
Yeah, it's a different one. That's for sure. That kind of buzz is his whole own animal.
No.
That in of itself is hard to let go.
Oh yeah. No, it definitely is. It was amazing how nervous I was before I got to walk out there, but then the moment I walked out there, it was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you got that Showtime hero quality, huh?
So I guess. I mean, I've always wanted to get back and do a little more of it, but who knows? Maybe someday. But you brought up the Friends promotion, Arizona Wrestling Federation, which you sent me some videos and got to watching them, and two of the ones that jumped out in particular, one that a lot of people might know because he's doing some pretty big things up there with MLW, Hammerstone. That was like, damn. How was that whole match for you? Because going up against a guy like that,
I can't stand Hammerstone. Like that match I sent you, that was my return to wrestling. I had stepped away 2 years prior, and the last match I had was against him, thinking like, oh, I have him. I got him. Like this is a real test of myself, and got humbled. And like that shattered me psychologically because I mean out here in Arizona, like, yeah, Hammerstone's the big cheese. He's complete jerk though. Like my career would be so much more taken off if it weren't for him being who he is and working as hard as he is and stealing the spotlight from particularly myself. Like I would have taken off big time if it weren't for him. So yeah, standing toe to toe with him in the match you got to watch, I had him so scouted. That damn nightmare pendulum was not going to get me, and it didn't. It didn't. I'll have that noted. But yeah, he's ruined my night, my month, my year more than once. I just like there's nobody in Arizona wrestling who has single-handedly done more to keep me trapped in this state and like unknown than that guy. Just by virtue of him being who he is. And so yeah, I don't like him.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that.
It's a good match though. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was a good match. And another guy that, if those that will watch know about, the West Coast scene in particular, Jordan Cruz. That was another good one that I actually shortly before we started recording, actually just got to finish that one.
Yeah, Jordan Cruz is pretty good. He puts on that display of athleticism, but yeah, unless it's that top tier talent, they come through here and I show them who owns the town, who owns this state. Whoop Jordan Cruz handedly, and you know what? I don't like him either. I wish I could have hit him harder in the face and he arranged it a little bit better. He's got that pretty boy baby face look, and I wish I could have left him with some more scars. Okay. We try though. We try.
You can always try.
At least I scarred his ego though. I had to have scarred his ego good. He was trying to chase me down after that, saying I cheated. I was like, nah.
I did see him try to chase you down there. Although thing that I kind of got a laugh out of there at the end of that match, he walked up to them old ladies and was like,
I'm walking around shirtless. Like all these ladies could do is at least reciprocate. Like mine's already out there. Like it's already out there. And they can't
No,
resist themselves. I don't think it was them, but another local show. Like I'm just trying to walk around, enjoy myself in my sparkly underwear, feeling the breeze. And I got somebody grabbing my ass cheek, pinching it. And I was like, what the hell? Like, like you guys didn't pay enough to touch me. Like, at least hand me a few dollar bills or something. And at the very least, like curb my OCD and pinch my other ass cheek. Like, come on. If you're gonna assault somebody, at least like keep the symmetry
even it
like
out
as it should be. Yeah, yeah, at least. And
Oh
then
yeah,
and then throw me a 20.
take you out to dinner first.
Before and after, like
Yeah, before and after.
I'm a hungry
Yeah.
person. I got to eat all the time.
Gotcha. Well, another thing that I was wanting to ask you about is how do you come up with, the in-ring persona that you have? Because like I said, with how people get their start as a fan and then jumping into the business, everybody has that story with how they came up with the in-ring persona that they have.
Hmm. I mean, it's like any good in-ring persona is like it takes a lot of soul searching. You gotta know yourself and what you can portray. So the Alvaric Reiner I portray is like, yeah, it's me, but I'm gonna dial it up and shove it down your throat. Like I can't help but be this good looking, be this athletic, be this just genetically excellent. So hey, what can we do to turn that up to 11? Oh, everybody's got the boo-boo face as soon as you show up with some kind of militant outfit. So hey, I'll make it a German one because that's what I is. That's my heritage. So I'll throw that down your throat a little bit harder and yeah, choke on it or just fill your mouth with my name. Let me know how much you love me or hate me. I don't care, but check it out. I'm wearing it on my sleeves. If you couldn't see it on my skin, genetic excellence embodied.
No, and I mean, you always hear about how the best in-ring personas are just that person dialed up, and bring up German heritage. I'm actually part German, Irish, and Scottish.
Oh, Prost.
I've unfortunately only ever flown through Germany. I've always wanted to actually have some time there. Only ever flown through, and most I've seen is like through the Frankfurt airport windows.
West Germany, huh?
I want to get back there, but maybe someday.
Oh yeah. My German rats are clamoring for me to show up there. I told them you got to pay for my ticket and my lodging. As much as I love the fatherland, like I'm in America, and
Yeah.
that's a long time to be spending on a plane. I need a backiotomy, so like sitting on a plane that long, like ain't gonna do right for me.
Oh yeah, no, that would be my other thing right now. Kind of hurt my back in the Navy, and being cramped up in a plane for that long, yeah, would not be good for me right now. But yeah, most traveling I've personally done, well, was actually with the Navy, and we were all over Southeast Asia, like Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia. I got to
Sounds way
swim
too
with them.
humid for my taste.
Oh, trust me, yeah, there was a lot of humidity there, but I got to see some stuff I probably wouldn't have got to see without it, and I actually got to swim with elephants in Malaysia. So
hot damn,
I can't complain,
That's wild shit. Cheers to that, man. Prost.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about this because listening to a few wrestling podcasts at work, it was brought up the list that Cody Rhodes made when he first left WWE. had the list of places he wanted to wrestle, people he wanted to wrestle. What would you say are some places, maybe some people that you might like to have on yours if you made one of them?
Oh, some kind of bucket list? Oh,
Yeah.
man. What are you doing to me here? You're making me think. I didn't come on this podcast to think. I came on here to spew nonsense. But oh man. No, there's no big international names. I think selfishly, there's some stuff I'd like to avenge in my career so far, and like those names would be on the list. So like, yeah, Hammerstone, you tee yourself up. I'm gonna put my boot to your face and kick your head off this next time. God, talking about San Diego, I want to get back in there, and I want to show Mike Camden what's for. I can't stand him. I really can't. The first big loss in my career that just it never did anything but chafe me even now. So Mike Camden, your time is coming, son. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Okay.
And then I mean, in the AWF right now, there's this dude I like picking on. He's a sidekick of the current champion. I forget the little dude's name. It's like Rudy Rogers. No, I kicked his ass. It's somebody else. But he's the current champ, Chubby Depp. He's his sidekick. I like whooping his ass. I've done it once before. I feel like he's just got a kickable face, punchable face. There's been some other people having fun doing that lately, and I feel like it's my turn again. So I think that's the near term. What's his name? Turbo Tot, Tater Tot. Ricky Reyes, that's what it is. Chubby Depp's sidekick.
Okay.
What is his name? I just forgot his name. Whatever it was I just said. That guy. Turbo
Ricky
Tom.
Reyes.
Oh yeah. He's a little twerp. I'd love to kick him in the face.
Okay.
It was my boot to his face tonight, tomorrow night, any night. God, it'd feel good. Just kicking his head off his shoulders. He got it coming. He got it coming.
Okay.
Just by virtue of he is. Like I'm genetic excellence embodied right here. I got good things coming my way. He's got my foot coming his way. It just is what he deserves.
All right. I know for me, I've got some people I definitely like to talk to, bucket list items. I know one in particular would be like, okay, if I ever got him, I could stop doing the podcast right after I got that damn thing uploaded and I'd be happy. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. That'd be a pretty killer podcast. Yeah, I could see. It'd be tough to top that. To top that. But I mean, I could always do a second run. Like instead of quitting Big Mo, like you could do Stone Cold and then just have me following that up so you could stay podcast and you don't need to quit. Like I know it'd be a little bit of a dip, but just a little. Not like a cliff or anything, just down a little. That's just because I don't have any world titles under my resume yet. Once I get one of those, it'll be like Stone Cold, and then you follow me up with that, and it's like, oh, I'm moving up in the world.
Gotcha. And I know my wife was actually surprised at this, but I have yet to go to any sort of wrestling pay-per-view at all. Like I've come close, but nobody has come to Omaha for one of those since right before I left for boot camp. And that was back in 2008.
I mean, you get the College World Series every year, so
that is true. Although, trust me, when it comes to that time of the year, you definitely, unless you have tickets to a game, you stay away from the downtown area. You ain't getting anywhere.
It's just a zoo.
Oh, totally. I made the mistake of having concert tickets one time, forgetting that it was that time, And then I'm going to get down there. I'm like, oh shit. Not it was not good.
Like, oh damn, I'm gonna get all my steps in for the day just walking from my parking spot to the venue.
Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much one of those times.
Just begging people. Just let me park in your front yard. I'll give you $100.
That yeah, I if I had the money at that time, I probably would have. But other place, this is like way off bucket list. I wanted to go to a wrestling show in Japan, and I've seen the videos of those like sleep pod hotels.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Go to a wrestling show. Doesn't have to be Wrestle Kingdom, but that would be a bonus. And stay in one of those.
Nah, it's not big enough, Mo. Your name, Big Mo. You don't want to sleep in no little pod.
It, just for the experience for a night, I'd be like, yeah, hell.
You could
Just
you could lay in the common area and kick your feet up like into the pod and call that good.
okay. Yeah, that would be another option, I guess. But yeah,
tell all the other roommates walk around. Don't wake me up or I'm gonna strangle you or eat you. Be 5 foot fun, bitches. You little tiny Asian mothers. Like stay out my way.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting to see if I could pull that one off.
Hey, if you're gonna dream big, baby.
Go big or go home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have two categories that I like to kind of incorporate into my episodes. One's a bit of a name game. I name off some people, you give me your thoughts on them. I kind of have my feeling how it's going to go with one of these. And then I kind of threw in a couple random West Coast kind of national names in there too.
All right.
First one, Sin Bodhi.
Oh, Sim Boat. I can't stand him either. That filthy clown. He has ruined a shirt or two of mine with his damn face paint. Just yeah. He's coming at you from all kinds of weird angles. Like, man, you can't watch enough tape to prepare for Simbodi because you show up and like whatever you were over here studying, he comes from like this other angle, and you're just like, to hell, bro, to hell. Like
Yeah.
how you know someone? How'd you have me scouted? Did you watch my tape, or did you just like size me up as we got across the ring from each other because you've done this a few times?
Yeah. No, he definitely comes across as the type that would be that way. Definitely.
Oh, he's outlandish as hell. I try and avoid him.
Understandably so. Next one kind of brought up, you have some distaste for him, to put it lightly. Mike Camden.
He handed me my first title that I had, the AWF heavyweight title. I was making a nice run with that, like rookie run and all that. Hadn't really found my stride as far as really who I am in the ring. But yeah, that jerk, that 50-year storm or whatever he calls himself. Oh, I just, yeah, I would do anything in the world to never get in the ring with him again. He disgusts me so much, and my pride is still so hurt. To add insult to injury, that piece of trash, he beats me in a damn ladder match, and then the follow up to that for my title rematch is, for whatever reason, gets set up for a hair versus title. So he's such a jerk. He sets that up with like what I think is my home promotion. It's like I should be able to just kind of waltz in here and take my title back, right? This is how this should go. He got lucky once, like get the train back on track. Here's a curveball it's going to be his title versus your hair. It's like, what are you talking about? It's my title and my hair all on the line. He's just hanging on to it. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had long hair since, so that's not the end of the story, but that's where it's at for the time being.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't, judge with long hair because I haven't really had much hair on my head since last haircut at boot camp. They're like, oh, we could take it all off for if you want. Like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Hey, it's one less story.
True. You go in the shower, just head under the water. All right, that's done. Next one, I saw you had some stuff over there with FSW. This guy has some history up there. Dashing Chris Bay.
He seems. I think I could squash him. Boot to the face. We're done here.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless that boot to the face, he gets hit with it and goes all the way out the ring, and then I got to grab him and throw him back in the ring so I can give him another boot to the face. Like otherwise, one done. I got it.
What would you feel when there's possible Bullet Club interference there because he's part of that and all?
Bang bang, bullets bounce off me. I might as well be Superman. I'll take them all out.
Okay.
I'll start working on my split kick right now. So if two of them come at me from two different directions, boot to both faces. Kaplow.
Oh, doing like the Jean-Claude Van Damme split kick.
I
kind of hurt myself trying to demonstrate that. Ow.
I can't do it right now, but you give me a week or two, and the natural one learns things quick. So if I put my mind to it now that you've set me up for how he would try and take me out, the eyes in the back of my head won't be needed. I'll have my own foot back there watching my ass.
Hey, I gotta watch out for you, man, because ever since he became a part of that Bullet Club, when you have one around, odds are you have at least one, if not a few more around,
Yeah. I got that undeniable magnetism, so I'm sure those Full Metal Jacket covered lead bellies would find their way to me.
Okay.
They knew one of their pals couldn't take me out.
All right. Next one. Bit of an independent wrestling legend, especially on the West Coast. A guy that was one of my absolute favorites when I was stationed out in San Diego. Coincidentally, my first piece of independent wrestling merch was one of his shirts, the New Age Punisher B-Boy.
Can't say I'm super familiar with him, my dude.
It happens, he runs a pretty reputable wrestling school out in the San Diego area, Level Up. And
no, screw him. He ain't never hit me back for bookings. Yeah, he's scared. He running. That's why. I don't know who he is. I ain't friends enough, and that's why he's out there. He doesn't know me personally enough, so he just sees the images and he's scared. It's what it's got to be. I mean, I wear it there on my sleeves and the jacket. Like, it can't be helped. It's terrifying to some people. They start quaking in their little shoesies and their little baby bonnets, and they run away and hide. And if you're going to pick a spot to hide, might as well be San Diego. It's a hell of a pretty city.
Oh yeah, no, I always joke around with a little hint of seriousness that if I could have afforded San Diego without the Navy, I'd still be there.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just not quite sunny enough. I really enjoy the sun. I hate the cold, and that's why I landed where I did.
I can't blame you. I know I got a friend of mine that lives I'm forgetting where exactly in Arizona right now, but he actually moved from San Diego area out there.
See? See? He's not afraid of your boy AR. He can come live in the proximity.
Next up, I have kind of a random question category. Some might be wrestling related, some might not be. You answer how you see fit. First one, craziest in-match moment.
I'm just a glass half full guy. So when it comes to like crazy, I just go to what like impacts me the most. And yeah, it's like I said, losing to Mike Camden, him cutting my hair, and like other title losses. He's at FSW now. He's based out of Vegas, but this dude DJ Watson, he beat me for another title out here for AWF, their state title. The last one that sticks in my craw, I don't even want to bring it up again. It was that match with Chubby Depp where he beat me. Yeah, so having those semi-conscious moments of realizing like they got the better of you supposedly, and you take that hard loss, like that sucks. But then like insult to injury is like, no, it's my big gold shiny. You took it. What the hell? I thought why you gotta be such a dick? It was mine. I was having fun with it. You don't need it. I need it.
Nope, I get you there. What would you say you prefer, like being on either side of the fence? Heel, face. Which one do you prefer?
I mean, I'm just me. I let the fans decide. And
Okay.
typically just because they feel so inferior around my superiority, like I just embody what they could not be, what they can never be. So they're just full of jealousy and they got to boo me. Like I don't make that choice. I just go out there and be me and get the reaction I naturally get. I can't help myself. Just come naturally to me.
Hey, that's the best way to do it. Sometimes you just be you and then let them go the way they're gonna go. What would you say is your favorite drink? Alcoholic or non, or one of both? You know, I always say that just because the name of the show's Drinking at Moe's doesn't mean that the drink has to be alcoholic, because I've had people that have been in recovery. That is a good one.
Oh, alcohol's bad. It's water. Water's the best drink on the planet. You die without it. Just drink water. It's what's natural. Maybe some of that mother's milk, straight from Mother Nature and the fatherland combined to give you some kind of genetic excellence. It might be too late for most of y'all, probably is, but this is what happened if you had embraced it and not been boozing it up on beer. Beer's terrible. Just leave it all behind for me. I mean, just leave it all behind for someone who deserves it.
Me, leave it for me.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And just spring water. That's what's up right there.
Yeah, I'm alcoholic drinks. I'm more of a beer guy. I'm trying to get better with water. I'll admit I'm better at work with water than I am at home. My wife tells me I have a bit of a Dr. Pepper problem. I tell her I got it figured out. Only time I got a problem is if I run out.
Yeah, that's a big problem. I'll tell you what, if you need to mix some more water into your life, what you can do is put the beer down, grab your water, throw a little rum in that to make some grog, pirate style. Yeah. Yeah. So then you're drinking and hydrating. You're hydrating in two ways. You're hydrating your soul and your body. It's win-win.
That is a win-win right there. Next, favorite movie?
Oof, Gladiator.
Okay. Can't go wrong with that one. I know that's up on my list. I know I can definitely say my absolute favorite. I've seen it so many times that Well, Forrest Gump. Love the
Yeah.
damn movie. I've seen it so many times that when I've actually been to Bubba Gump restaurants and the servers ask you trivia questions about the movie, I can answer their questions before they're done asking them.
On point, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple more good ones though. Idiocracy is really good. And then there's other one that less people have seen, but it's got hell of a twist. There's a movie called Anonymous.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's not a spy one. It's about it's a Shakespearean.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. You gotta be bright enough to follow all the time switches as they're jumping around on their timeline. But yeah, if you got that done, if you got that down, you can have some real fun with the ending of that one. That's a good one.
I might have to check that out. I might have to find a time where I can, actually concentrate on the movie, because from what it's sounding like, it's going to be one of those that is like, you can't just sit down and like, oh, I can walk away and, make myself a sandwich while the movie was playing. You got to sit there and watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to track it for sure. It's a good one though.
Oh yeah. Now I'm trying to remember the last new one I even watched. I can't even remember. I know I've been my wife kind of gives me crap about it, but I've been a fan of the any of the Jurassic Park movies.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man. That's some of my jam. Which one? Which one's the best? Which one's your favorite? You tell me.
Oh boy. I mean, top of the list for those has got to be the first one.
Yeah.
I think out of specifically Jurassic Park, you get to like second one's okay to me. Third one, it's like okay, why?
What are you talking about? Third one stars a Spinosaurus. Third one's dope.
Okay.
That's my personal favorite. The first one's the best, but the third one's my favorite.
And then you get into the Jurassic World. I love those movies. Although I was just remembering this, one of my other personal favorites all time. I love the Ninja Turtles, but the second one, Secret of the Ooze.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Love it.
Oh, hell yeah. You got Super Shredder in that one.
Oh, speaking of...
Was it Bebop and Rocksteady in there? Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Toka and Razor, that was that one.
Yeah. No, Bebop and Rocksteady was the cartoon, the big time,
yeah,
right?
I think they were in the new set of them that they were doing like a few years ago. I think because Seamus was playing one of them.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, just voicing it or doing the whole like body capture thing
before the transformation into the animal.
Oh
yeah. But yeah, that second one of the original three, favorite. Love that damn movie.
Hells yeah.
My dog is trying to get some attention right now. Well,
no worries.
Speaking of that, dog or cat person?
Oh man, I've had both throughout my childhood. I really like them both. I think my favorite's a cat that thinks they're a dog, though.
Those are entertaining. Entertaining. I haven't ran across too many of them personally, but I've seen plenty of videos on them. Hilarious.
Yeah. Cats that think or just completely act like dogs. They're pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, I've always leaned more towards dogs myself, but my wife and we currently have both, so it's like, I go either way on that.
Oh yeah. No, it's especially you find the right cat, you gotta find the right dog. Rats are hella cool though. I will say that. I love rats.
Interesting. You know what? It's been a while. I remember back in elementary school, we actually Class Pet was one. So I mean, I do remember some good times there.
Oh yeah, no, they're real personal. They're like little mini pocket dogs.
You know that and you know what, I've seen some videos recently of pet rats. Like they had them doing some similar to dog stuff. You know, little tricks
Oh yeah,
here and there. I can see
yep.
that.
No, they're hella cool.
Last but not least, best advice for anybody wanting to get into wrestling.
Don't. You're gonna water down the talent pool. Stay out of my way. Don't do it. Best advice. Yeah, go work on your cardio and experience some real pain, like emotionally and physically. Because if you're behind on cardio, you're fighting uphill and you're gonna hurt yourself or somebody in some kind of stupid way when you're just starting out because you're gonna be blown up. So go work on your cardio. It'll never be enough because ring cardio is way different. And
Yeah.
then like it sucks, but go live life. You'll experience some pain and then you'll be able to show what experiencing pain in different ways looks like. Otherwise, you're just some boring lump, some boring lump of clay, not some beautiful model.
Really bring
You'll
up
be
a
just
good.
sitting there with one look, just one
Yeah.
look.
No, I can see that because when you've been out there and you have experience, going through some difficult stuff, some hard stuff, you have that little ability to be able to deal with some of maybe the hardships that might come along with the wrestling business. You're not everybody has that chance to go from starting out to okay, they're in WrestleMania now.
Mm-hmm.
That is good. Before we go, where can people find you social media wise? So if they don't already have their eyes on you, they can go ahead and get them there.
Um, I'm on the Facebook and the Instagram. I don't do that commie stuff, that whatever the other one is, the clock one. I don't do that. Just
Twitter.
Instagram and Facebook at Alvaric Reiner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will leave
Like you said, it's one of a kind name. Like you can even Google search it. Just Google search Alvaric Reiner. Yours truly, his face will be plastered all over it.
When doing homework for the episode and getting to compile my notes together, I was actually at work and I actually did that, and yep, you're no shit, boom, you pop right up there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ain't no name like my name.
that is true, and you know what? We will leave the social media information in the description. Well, looks like my dogs are ready to go do their business outside. So,
Well, I'm not done, so they're just gonna have to wait on me. All right, I'm done.
But now we will. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me tonight. And
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you
you're welcome back
for
anytime.
reaching out.
And best of luck in upcoming shows you got.
Oh yeah, the February 25th at PHX Beer Company, Arizona Wrestling Federation presents Triumph. I will be there doing what I do. I'll be the greatest thing that's ever set foot in that ring or any other. If you want to buy some tickets, it's ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com or through any of their socials. If you pull up and interested in me and look at my stuff, I'm sure you'll quickly be able to find them. They got the biggest library of what I've done. That's for sure.
Well, definitely we'll make sure we have information for that in the description too. But thank you again, and we'll get to talking later.
All right. Thank you, Big Mo. Take it easy.